Welcome to The Explainer. So glad you're here. Look, if you've been feeling like you're just constantly hitting a brick wall trying to stand out in the crowded digital publishing market, well, you're going to want to pay very close attention to today's briefing. We're opening up a declassified dossier, so to speak, on a piece of software called the Spy Academy. And honestly, this isn't just another generic tool. It's a totally different approach to those hyper-saturated Amazon KDP and Etsy activity book markets. Okay, let's dive into this.
Picture this. It's 11 p.m., right? You're 14 browser tabs deep into Amazon keyword research, desperately trying to find a niche that isn't completely saturated. Word searches? Taken. Crosswords? Taken. Sudoku? Yeah, very taken. You try getting creative with your themes, but here's the really frustrating reality for KDP and Etsy sellers. No matter how unique your cover or theme is, the puzzle underneath is literally identical to what everyone else is making. Why? Because most puzzle generators out there pull from the exact same 4,000 to 5,000 word lists. The problem isn't your work ethic. It's not your marketing. The problem is the puzzle itself. You're trying to stand out using a tool designed to make you blend in.
But what if you could just step entirely outside of that saturated market? $22.5 billion. Let that sink in for a second. That is the value of the spy, mystery, and detective genre. We're talking about one of the largest, most enduring categories in all of publishing, and it's growing at nearly 5% year over year. And here's the real kicker. It spans every single age group, from early readers to teenagers, all the way to adults who just want a good brain teaser before bed. Yet somehow, almost every activity book software out there has completely forgotten this genre even exists.
When we compare these two markets side by side, the difference is night and day. On the left, generic puzzles. They're heavily saturated, super competitive, and basically identical. But on the right, spy missions. This isn't just a niche, it's a culture. Think about the absolute obsession with movies like National Treasure or books like The 39 Clues. It's a massive cultural phenomenon, especially right now with Enola Holmes 3 dropping on Netflix this July 1st. The demand for problem-solving, code-breaking, and all those mystery experiences, it's sky-high. But the competition for actual printable activity content is incredibly low. It's a true blue ocean.
Section 1. Uncovering the Spy Academy. Let's move to and see how this builds into a tangible solution for publishers. Because, recognizing a gap in the market is one thing, but actually having the tools to fill it is a whole different ballgame.
Enter the Spy Academy. Now, this software was built by Amber J-Link, and her background here is absolutely crucial. She's not some newcomer to digital publishing tools. For over 5 years, she's run the activity book generator platform, serving literally thousands of KDP publishers. And the origin story of Spy Academy is actually pretty great. Amber was trying to create spy-themed cipher books for her daughter who loves the genre. But when she went looking for commercial software to generate real codes and hidden messages, it simply didn't exist. So she just built it herself to fill this massive gap in the market.
And hey, if you need proof that this gap is lucrative, just check out this real keyword data pulled directly from Publisher Rocket. Kids Detective Activities is showing an average of $3,646 a month in earnings. With only 350 competitors, that's wild. Even crazier, Detective Activity Books for Kids has a competitive score of 3 out of 100. If you know the Amazon KDP world, you know a score of 3 means the door is basically wide open. The numbers clearly prove it. The demand is absolutely real, but the supply? It's barely there.
Section 2. Inside the puzzle generators. So, what exactly are you creating? Let's step into the lab and look at the actual mechanics of these tools.
The Spy Academy gives you 5 completely unique puzzle generators. We're talking Cipher Crackers, where you decode messages using 9 different real-world cipher methods, like Caesar's Shift or Morse code. We've got Anagram Missions, multi-step code breaker challenges, secret message decoders, and code word grids. Now, I want to be very clear here. This is not just your standard word search generator that slaps a magnifying glass clip art on the corner and calls it a day. No way. These are genuinely different, commercially licensed puzzle mechanics built specifically for the mystery niche.
And the beauty of this whole system is just how frictionless the workflow is. You don't need any graphic design experience. You definitely don't need a degree in cryptography. You literally just choose your puzzle type, set the difficulty, which, by the way, seamlessly adapts the language from young recruits all the way up to expert field agents. Click Generate, and boom! Download a print-ready PDF. You can have a fully customized screen-free activity pack ready to upload to KDP or Etsy in under 45 minutes. It is incredibly efficient.
Section 3. The Story Mission Builder. Now, those 5 generators alone are fantastic, but there is a 6th tool here that acts as the real foundation, taking these puzzles to a completely different level.
And this brilliantly illustrates what makes the platform so special. Take a look at this sample from the Story Mission Builder. It's not just a blank worksheet, right? It's a full narrative. In this excerpt, we're following a character named Mary at an indoor water park, unraveling a mystery about a missing school radio that holds secret clues. The software literally generates this narrative context for you, and it weaves real, solvable cipher challenges directly into the plotline.
This absolutely changes the game. We're looking at an AI-powered story engine that writes unique spy narratives every single time you hit generate. It automatically integrates those real cipher puzzles right into the story, gives you 3 different difficulty levels, and outputs the whole shebang as a ready-to-publish PDF. You aren't just selling a book of random puzzles anymore. You're selling an immersive mission that readers will completely obsess over. They aren't just solving the puzzle on page 4. They're solving it because they desperately need to find out what happens to the characters on page 5.
Section 4. Pricing and the catch. Of course, we have to talk about the reality of the investment here, so you have the full, grounded picture.
So right now, the Spy Academy is operating on a founder pricing model. It's a one-time fee of $37. Let me repeat that. One time. There are no monthly subscriptions, no hidden annual renewal fees down the line, and it comes with full commercial rights. Anything you generate, you can sell on Amazon, Etsy, Teachers Pay Teachers, or even at your local craft fair. You own the output.
But here is the reality check. So the crucial point is understanding the limits. While you get unlimited PDF downloads for the 5 main puzzle generators, there is a strict limit of 25 story builds per month on the AI Story Mission Builder. Why? Because AI generation costs money on the back end, and to keep this a one-time price for you, they had to cap the story generation. Plus, listen, while this software completely removes the friction of creation, it is not a magic passive income button. You still need a real publishing strategy, good cover designs, and solid keyword research to actually rank and sell on KDP.
Section 5. The final verdict. Let's bring it all together and figure out who actually benefits from adding this tool to their arsenal. If you're a KDP or Etsy publisher looking to build a robust catalog in an unsaturated niche, this is absolutely for you. It's also incredible for teachers who want to make classroom learning feel like a secret agent game, or parents putting together screen-free road trip activities. But who should skip this? Honestly, anyone who thinks buying a $37 tool guarantees zero-effort income. If you aren't willing to put in the actual work to publish and market these books, just save your money. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is this quote from an in-depth review by ClickRetina. They rated it a 4.3 out of 5, noting that it's a well-built, legitimately useful tool for a real publishing opportunity. You know, it's pretty rare to see affiliate reviewers highlight a tool for its genuine utility rather than just pure hype. It really validates that the infrastructure is proven, the creator is credible, and the niche itself is wildly underserved. Which brings us to the ultimate question you really have to ask yourself. As a digital publisher, you have a choice. Are you going to keep spending your nights endlessly searching for a tiny opening in the oversaturated generic puzzle market? Or are you ready to crack the code, step into a $22.5 billion genre, and start publishing the mystery missions that readers are actually obsessing over? The tools are finally here. The next move is yours. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you next time.